Welcome to my office. This is the smallest room in the house. There was a toss-up to begin with about which room would be my office and which room would be the baby's nursery. And to begin with, I was going to have the bigger room because we were like, the baby's tiny, she doesn't need much space. But actually, what we've ended up doing is I'm having the smaller room because I'm not going to grow anymore. This is as big as I'm going to get, whereas the baby, she's going to become a woman, you know, she's going to be huge one day. And also, it's next door to the bedroom that we're currently in, so it makes sense for me to have this place. Plus, I don't need a big space, I just need a space to work. I need to be able to, not shut myself away, I'm not going to hide from my family, obviously, but I need my own space where I can focus. Now, I can't do that when I'm surrounded by noise and distractions and stuff. We have a problem in that the window is very old and it's getting replaced soon. I don't know if you can see here. It's just kind of, in fact, can you see that give as I pull it? It's come away from the wall basically on this side and the other side of it. So it's not at all watertight. And as a result, the wall underneath it, in fact, I don't know if I can show you this or not, the wall underneath it, can you hear that? Like, it's just now pretty much rotten. So when we remove the window, oh God, I can actually just pull that, I could pull that off. Wow, that's really bad. When we remove this window, it's going to cause a lot of damage. So yeah, we just have to fix it when it's done. We can't leave it as it is because the window doesn't even operate anymore. The walls in here, I'm not going to be able to show you because everything's white. It doesn't show up very well on the camera. There is a big crack that runs right along here and it goes right down there, and then we've got here a big lump in the wall. So when we take this lining paper off, underneath it, I've got no idea what's going to happen, but that's not my problem. The plaster's going to fix it. Anyway, that is that's the office so far. Yeah, it'd be nice to have one room done, wouldn't it? The office is plastered. Oh, it's so echoey in here right now because it's quite a small room and it's just walls. So as you can see, the ceiling. This is the room that had like probably the worst condition of the walls. So the plaster's still very wet on the ceiling, etc. They haven't done this wall yet because the window is getting replaced next week, I think. But as you can see, where they've taken all the wallpaper off. Oh, come on, there we go. That's the state of the wall there. So there's no point plastering this, just to have the window taken out and then have to re-plaster again. So they're going to do that when the windows have been changed next week. What do I do with this gap? Right, as you can see, obviously the door of the wall is narrow because it's an old building. And there's a gap that runs along. Starts off flush here, and then it gets bigger and bigger. But it's too big just to fill with like decorator's cork, or like wood filler. But it's not big enough for like a new piece of wood or anything. So I just don't know. Like there, it's quite big, isn't it? That's a big chunk. I just don't know what to do there. So what I don't want to do though is leave it, because it's the sort of thing that will drive me mental. I was working in one of the other rooms and we had a sudden downpour and I left the window open and there's like a little lake on the floor now. But I guess at least it's cleared up some of the dust. I need more than that, mightn't I? It is possible, in fact it's very likely, that I might have got a little bit carried away in my office and found a home for everything before I started painting. So I'm only going to have to clear everything out now before I paint. But I was really enjoying the process of settling down. I started off by just installing the shelves. These are all floating shelves. I started installing all my shelves. So I've got my two big shelves running along the top there, and then I installed my shelves running down here across next to the TV. And I got this really cute unit. And then, like I said before, I was just unpacking boxes, and I started unpacking boxes, and I was in here all day just organising everything. And now I've organised, I'm going to have to unorganise just to paint it, which is madness. But it made sense at the time, and I just got really excited by having my space back again. So I won't give you like a full tour now because I'll wait till I've painted, but it looks bloody great, and it's going to look so much better when there's paint on the walls. Right, it is about a month since I saw you last, and I can't remember where we were at. I think we were just about to have the room painted, right? The room has been ready for about 3 weeks actually, but my baby arrived and I've been very busy doing dad stuff, so I haven't got around to filming this yet. So allow me to give you the tour of my office. Now, the first thing you'll notice, obviously you've seen the room already, the window in here is huge, and that is wonderful and everything, but actually it's quite a grey day today. It's I think the 1st of October, so autumn is coming. But actually, when the sun's out, it gets so hot in here because it catches the last of the sun. As the sun goes down, it comes through here, and it cooks my laptop when I'm at my desk writing. It cooks me, so I actually need to get a blind installed at some point. But now autumn's coming, it shouldn't be so much of a problem. But anyway, where should we start? Let's start in the corner here. So here we have some pegs with my hats on them. Now actually the colour is throughout, it is green 04 from Lick. Very similar colour to what I had in my previous office, in my previous house, if you remember that. Only this one's slightly more like refined, I think. The last one had a bit of sheen to it. This one's very matte. And the last one was also much more green, and this has like quite a lot of like grey blue in it. And because this is like the smallest room in the house, I decided I wanted to really sort of like emphasise that. It's a room that only really I spend any time in. Obviously people are welcome in here, but I sit and work in here. So it's a room kind of predominantly for me. Because it's a one-person room, I don't mind kind of making it feel a bit more snug. So I painted the ceiling and all the woodwork, so the door and all like the skirting board and everything, the same colour. Let's go round this way. Here we have my neon light. That came from Yellow Pop. What I'll do actually is I'll try to put links to everything because I've got lots of art on the walls as well. And I can't remember the artists and where it's all from, so I will put in the description box all links and bits and bobs. Obviously some of the artwork I've had for a long time, so it won't be available now, but I'll at least link to the artist, so if you like it you can find their stuff from somewhere. Anyway, I've got my neon light here, that's from Yellow Pop. Here I have my 2 plants. These are my 2 favourite plants in the house actually, and they are thriving in here, I have to say. Here I have just like my unit, and like it's got camera paraphernalia, tripods and lights and that sort of stuff. This bit annoys me slightly. I haven't found a home for my backpacks yet. I have 2 backpacks which I use kind of religiously. One is going to be like a baby backpack, so I'm always going to make sure I've got like nappies and changing kit and stuff in there, and the other one's just for like day-to-day, sort of if I'm out and about or whatever. But I don't like them just being on the floor. I'm wondering if I put like hooks on this blank space of wall and hang them, but is that just like odd to hang backpacks off the wall? I just don't really like clutter. This room is quite cluttered, but in like a really organised way. I don't like unorganised clutter. Anyway, the artwork. Here we have this piece with hands. I like it. Can't remember who it's by, so again I'll link to it. I like this one a lot. It looks, when you kind of look quite closely, obviously it's spacemen, but actually as you pull back a bit, you kind of looks, you get a bit of a skull vibe, which I like. I like this artist. This is by J Millar. I have a few pieces of his. He likes a lot of like Polaroid type stuff, so that one is from him. And also this one here, which is quite dark, but I'm into that, like moody vibe. I also have another piece of his, which is in a different room of the house, so I like his stuff. I've got my skateboards here, which are very like comic book themed. What I do find slightly irksome about this is that there is Superman on it, who is obviously DC. There's also Spider-Man, who is Marvel. So they've kind of crossed universes. And then there's a big sort of face underneath it. My sister bought me this for my 30th, and it's really cool. Here I have a piece by Mr. Bingo. I've actually got the same piece twice, but what it is like a scratch off, so you can see everybody obviously there with their clothes on, and then you scratch off their clothes. So I had really good fun scratching off the clothes. This was years ago actually, and then you can see them all naked. This came from my other sister, because she knows like dinosaurs, so it's like a dinosaur alphabet. This is really cool, it glows in the dark. Although it doesn't glow in the dark anymore, it used to, but I think the glow in the darkness of it has worn off, but it's the moon. This is really cool. This was drawn of me, so it's a picture of me by Chris Rydell, who is a illustrator, does a lot of like kids books. When I did my book, I was kind of like wheeled on stage to talk about my book with a bunch of other authors who were also releasing books, and he was there doodling us. So that was me on the stage, you know, selling my book to people. This is a print from a Basque Way. I really like dinosaurs, so you know, there's a dinosaur. And then here we have a thing from my brother, which is like the Essential 100 Films. And again, you scratch them off when you've seen them, although I've not scratched any of them off because I actually really like what's on like the foil. And I'm concerned that, for example, like this one here is a gun, right? I'm concerned that you scratch it off and it won't look as cool underneath it. So I'm not. Anyway, moving on, my desk. I love my desk. The desk legs came from IKEA. And actually I had this desk in my old place and I love it because they plug in and you can, with this little switch, raise it all the way up to a standing desk. But what I've done actually is replaced the tabletop. The one that came with it, for one thing I didn't like the colour very much. Also, it was like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a chipboard and then like a plastic veneer on top. And I'd scratched it and it didn't look very nice anymore. It was a bit tatty. It's also a slightly different size to this. So I went online and I found a shop that will sell tabletops in real wood that fit IKEA legs. I can't remember what these legs are called. I'll put them in the description box again for you. And I'll also try to find the website where I got this from. So this tabletop here is just a big solid piece of walnut. It's not cheap. I want to say that was like £400. So it's not cheap, but for me, it's a desk that will follow me for the rest of my life now. It's always going to come with me, right? So worth the investment. And I don't mind this one aging. It will get scratched, it will get damaged, it will get all sorts. But it will look much nicer, like wood ages really nicely, whereas the plastic one just didn't very well. This unit here came from Etsy. This is my Stormtrooper helmet, which I'm using as like a terrarium, so looks very healthy in there. My plants are surviving. Here I have my Alexa. Now I've said that she's listening. Don't listen to me. More plants. In fact, my vlog camera lives here as well, so there is an empty space, but I've currently got my camera in my hand, haven't I? Books on like writing and stuff. And here I have another plant and another dinosaur. Just sort of camera bits and bobs. If you've been, if you've followed me for a long time, you'll recognise this, because at one point I made a stationary range. I did it for basically by the time it was released, it took so long to develop. By the time it was released, I was in a very different sort of part of my life and realised it wasn't really the aesthetic I was going for. So basically, as soon as it existed, I was like, I don't really like it anymore. So I stopped it. This also came from my sister, and it is Spider-Man comics from around the time of my birth. I was born in '87, and I think some of these are '86, but most of them are '87. And then the TV. And that is the room. Oh, the rug. The rug came from made.com. Yeah, that's it. That's the room. I love it. I haven't really been in here. In fact, I turned the PlayStation on just now, just so the screen wasn't blank for when I was filming this. But I haven't actually been in this room for 3 weeks, and actually now I really want to play PlayStation, but I'm a dad, so those days are behind me. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the room, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.